Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another class with Joey on content creation and management. Today, we're going to be going over a really cool website called Fiverr. It's a freelance service website that allows you to source some pretty reliable one-off services. There are some people who you can come back to consistently, of course, not to rule any of them out. But in my experience, it's been better for more of one or two time jobs, maybe like really, really quick, cheap jobs where I don't have enough time to really hire someone who requires like a vetting process, that kind of a thing. So the Fiverr is a really good resource for freelancers. It's cheap, it's affordable, it's quick, and we're going to dive into it today. So let me just get myself out of the way. Hello, this is Fiverr. It looks beautiful. It's a very nice website. It allows you to search for any service so you can get a better idea of who uses it. It gives you all the huge companies that have used it. But we're not going to spend too much time in their big sales version of their website. We're going to dive actually into the website itself. So I'm going to do that really quick. And we're going to explore it. So here we are. We're now in the Fiverr dashboard. It looks really nice. Up here is a nice little search bar, little notification, little message box for when you're talking to people, of course. Lists are things that you like, so you can make a list of people whom you might want to hire. And then orders are after you've made an order, which we'll get to. So below that are more categories for you to search for people and whom to use. And we're talking anything, y'all, like NFTs to animations to editors to any really remote job you can think of. This is a really good place for it because it is very rich in out of the United States help, which is phenomenal. They are amazing, amazing people, and you should really look into it. Everything in here it could be useful. You just have to do a little research, right? So let's say we're looking for a graphic designer. Okay. And here we are. We're in graphic design. It says results for graphic design. They even gave us some suggested sub categories, which we appreciate. And then down here, there's even more filters, uh, purely based on what we just typed, actually, which is very smart of the program to know where we're looking. Service options, seller details, which is like where they're ranked, what's their English, where are they at, budgets, obviously for your budget, delivery time, pro services. I believe these are people who are, registered pros. They probably have a lot higher price points because they've worked on a lot more jobs and stuff like that. So that's probably who these are. But I'm not too familiar with that. We have local sellers, so we can know people who are actually local, because people like to differentiate in case you want to keep it that way. And then you obviously have online sellers, which are people outside that. So it's nice to have these options. Let's just look through what we got here. There's a nice little buyers keep returning section, which is people who've clearly had a lot of returning clients. That's always seems to be the best options. They're pretty affordable, right? $15, $30, $65. It ranges, but I would most likely look at the $15 one first. And if you keep going, you have more. You can see their nice little profile image, which is usually not profile image, but their work example image. It's usually something they've done. Below that's going to be their name. Below that's going to be a nice little excerpt which tells you what they do. And then below that is going to be their what you call their reviews. And something I want to be honest with you about, you can make up reviews, right? Reviews are very fudgeable, and I tend to read into them. If somebody has like 1,000 reviews and it's all 5 stars, I'm going to be a little sketch, right? So here's this guy. He has over 1,000 reviews and they're all 5 stars. Literally. Not to say that those aren't real, but we just go through here and read them and see how we feel about it. Okay. He's having decent reviews. They're a little more, eh, you know? So I don't really like that. I wouldn't say reviews are the best. I always base it on like someone's work. So if I go to his actual work, okay, he's doing great. Some decent work. not terrible. If you like what you see, is why you should hire someone. Don't purely base it on the reviews. You might find someone who's like amazing and really cheap with no reviews. And it really just comes down to taking the time to look and understand what they're offering. So if we're looking at this guy's profile, right, we have his graphic design category. He goes, I will create any kind of graphic design. His name's Roman. Here are all his reviews. He has 4 orders he's working on, so you can kind of get an idea of how free he is. Right over here is going to be examples of his work. Seems to be a lot of different things. Doesn't really narrow it down for me, but I'd most likely be interested in him helping design boxes for me, right? So that's pretty cool. To the right is going to be actually scaled offers. So he has basic web graphics, he has print graphics, and then he has large format. And this just tells you the different things he can do for you when he's graphic designing, and it's his way of upselling his services. It's pretty cool. Below that, we have a way to contact him. I believe if we press continue, it'll give us a little more details on all this, more upselling, how fast we want it, and it'll give you more of a total of what you're looking for, right? So here's this guy. I think that's pretty cool. More reviews. We got a nice little about this gig. We like that. I like that he has a little excerpt about himself. Why is this gig unique? A lot of them have this. It's a pretty much copy paste situation. So you'll notice as you go across, they're pretty consistently that. I kind of love that he goes high in the sky because that's one of my songs. I might hire him just because of that. He's from Thailand. And there you go. This is a nice way of knowing his plans. This is like what this is over here, but broken down. And then recommended for you are probably more people who are like him and have similar gigs. Here's a review summary, more reviews, and that's pretty much his whole profile. And what you'll do is go through pretty much 3, 4, 5 options and decide which one looks the best. Remember, the reviews aren't a great way of deciding. Just look at their work. If the work looks like it's for you, hire them. Not to say that it's going to work out for you. You might end up having to send the work back a few times. Maybe you won't like it at all and have to hire somebody else. When you're hiring people, it's all about testing going and never just expecting someone to give you exactly what you're looking for, because this is art and art is subjective, and you just have to be patient with the person you're working with and know that eventually you will find someone who's easy to work with. So anyways, this is Fiverr. That is how you would find some people to hire. Of course, you could go ahead and fill out your profile. Obviously, that's not something that I did because it's not necessary for you hiring people. That's something that they would need to do in order to be hired. Um, so yeah, that is what I had to show you guys. I hope you find this as useful as I have. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you for taking this lesson, and I hope you're having fun.